Please welcome Jimmy Holmes.
Mr. Jimmy Holmes.
Mr. Jimmy Holmes.
The only Mr. Jimmy Holmes.
Jimmy Holmes, ladies and gentlemen.
Now this is something very special and something that I am extremely excited for, because a lot of you guys, you know me, but you only know me from the stage. You know me as an Elvis Tribute Artist, an ETA, as they call it in the Elvis world. You know me from the jumpsuits, the rings, the boots, all of that stuff. And that's all great, but I want to take you behind the curtain, behind the sideburns. I want you to see the process, the daily life, the travel, and the preparation. Everything that I do. I want you to see what made me into the artist I am today, what inspires me, and what keeps me going. So I'm going to take you along for these next couple months leading up to the ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist competition in Memphis, Tennessee, during Elvis Week, the biggest event in the Elvis world. You'll be getting a total inside look at everything. Everything. And I promise that you've never seen me like this before. Are you ready? So today we leave for England, over to the UK, going over there for the weekend to go perform at Nova Fest, the big time Elvis festival over there. Whole bunch of Elvis tribute artists, and just a really fun weekend. Looking forward to that. I think this will be the 4th or 5th time going over to the UK, and each time gets better and better. The fans over there are awesome, and it's gonna be a good time. I'm really excited. Going to see a lot of friends and a lot of great fans over there. But now it's about 9:40. Days like this are always weird because you spend the majority of the day at home, but then in the evening you're flying over to another country, so it feels kind of funny. But our flight doesn't leave till like 10:30 p.m., so we got a while, but it's probably a good idea to pack, get everything ready. I'm a last minute packer, but we can get everything ready to go, get the jumpsuits and everything. I'll take you guys along so you can kind of see what the process is, picking out the jumpsuit I want to wear and all that fun stuff. So let's get started on this travel day. All right, so here is the jumpsuit closet where I keep all the suits and obviously all the other stuff too. But this weekend I'm doing a 1972 Elvis on Tour recreation show, so I need to wear a jumpsuit that Elvis wore in 1972, obviously. So I got a few of those, and this one right here is a pretty suit, the red lion or the white pinwheel. Obviously, you know it from Elvis on Tour. A lot of good footage of Elvis in that suit. Same with over here, blue owl, one of my favorites, beautiful jumpsuit. But I've already worn these two to England. So this time I'm gonna wear a new one that I haven't worn over there yet. And it's the Burn in Love suit. Another suit that Elvis wore in February, January, February, April 72, and again November. But I haven't worn this one in England yet, so I'm gonna bring that one over there. And it's a really cool looking suit. Elvis's only red suit that he ever had. So I'm gonna bring that one over there, and let's get things packed up. sometimes on travel days like today, I'm not always the most excited about leaving home and about traveling far off. But you know, when you travel so much, you really value the time at home, and you miss it because you don't have it as often as, you know, normal people in a normal job would. But you know, once I get to the destination, it's always an amazing time. And I always, you know, I remember my first overseas trip was to Norway back 4 years ago or so, and that was just such an amazing experience. It was a dream come true for me, because traveling the world was something that I always had dreamed of, always wanted to do. And so that first trip, I remember how excited I was, and how amazing it was. You know, that was, you know, a life-changing experience doing that. And, you know, I always have to remember that I'm so lucky to be able to travel the world singing and paying tribute to Elvis and seeing all the global Elvis fans and everything. It's really amazing. I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, it's favorite part of the job for sure, is the travel and seeing the different people and different cultures and everything. But you know, sometimes it's tough to leave your comforts and leave your cats and your family and everything. But you know, I always have to remind myself how lucky I am and what an amazing opportunity I have. Not too bad of a line for checking bags. Do this, get through security, and we can eat. I always have the same excitement when you go overseas. If it was the first time or I don't know what this is, probably the 10th or 11th time I'll be leaving the country. It's always exciting, and you always have that anticipation of that late night flight overseas, so I'm looking forward to it. See you in London. Luckily, there is a nice straight flight from Chicago to London. It's about 7 hours over there. So, try and get some sleep on the plane and sleep for a few hours, watch a movie or two, and then you're there. You know, it's really not bad compared to some of the others. You know, I've done 16-hour flights to Australia. Those are long. You think it's over and you look and it's halfway. It's crazy. Good morning from Basingstoke, England. Slept absolutely terrible last night, but we're here. It's the first full day here in the UK, and it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's time to get moving, time to get some food, get a quick workout in. So, let's get started. Let's do it. about a couple of hours until showtime. Just finished up sound check with the band. Everything sounds great. Should be a good show. Doing like an Elvis on tour type set. Today was kind of a slow day. Just got up around 10:30ish. Booked it over to the McDonald's because they stop selling breakfast at 11 o'clock here. Booked it over there. Got in at about 10:59. Got our food ordered. And it's another beautiful day here. So we sat outside and got some coffee, had our breakfast, and enjoyed the wonderful English weather. Most of the time when I'm here, it is cold and rainy. But feels like summer here, so we are enjoying it, that's for sure. And then came back and got a quick workout in. I lifted a bit, and Kaylin ran about 5 miles, and then I walked a little bit with her as she finished up. And then after that, just kind of chilled out, got ready for the show tonight, got scarves ironed, went over to sound check. There's another round of the competition right before my set, so trying to get done a little bit earlier so I can go down there and maybe see a bit of the competition and support the guys. But it's always fun being here in the UK. Fans here are a lot of fun and really love Elvis and Elvis music, and it's always good to be here. This is definitely the country I've been to most outside of America, obviously. So it's kind of like a second home type thing. I have a lot of good friends over here, and it's always good to see everybody. This is a new foundation that I have. They kind of like, I guess, discontinued my other one, which is not cool because it had not been stocked in like over a week at home. And so trying the same brand, it's just something a little bit different, kind of the same shade, but instead of clean matte, it is clean fresh. So we'll see if I like the matte better or the fresh better. I don't know, but as long as it doesn't come off when I sweat, because it is hot as can be in the venue. We brought our tennis rackets here because we love to play tennis, because this place had 5 indoor tennis courts. And we got here and I went over and checked out the venue where the show was gonna be. And as I was walking around, I quickly came to realize that the venue is the big indoor gym tennis court area. So all of the tennis courts are taken up by the festival. So I was a little disappointed in that. But anyway, there's no ceiling fans, there's no air conditioning, and there's like skylights, so it's bright in there during the day because there's no lighting, I don't think. And so it's just heating up all day long because it's about 80 degrees here, and it's heating up all day, and then it's packed for the shows with people, and so it's extremely hot. Last night I was watching the shows and sweating, so looking forward to sweating a ton tonight, but it's all part of it. At least it's nice and warm for the vocal cords and everything. Feeling a lot less jet lagged today. I don't feel like I'm dragging as much. First day here was rough. sleep wasn't good, and just didn't feel great. But now it's I'm kind of getting back in the rhythm of things. You know, the adrenaline's going for the show tonight, and you know, the show will be great when you're all, you know, the adrenaline's all going for the show and you're pumped up, and then after that it's gonna be like a total crash and probably just gonna like fall right asleep as soon as I lay down. But I don't know, sometimes it depends. Sometimes it's you know, like an immediate thing and you fall right asleep. Other times, you know, you're still excited and the adrenaline's still going from the show, so it takes you, you know, a few hours to actually fall asleep and get your mind off of things and your body off of things. Traveling internationally is always so fun, and such a privilege for me and for all the guys, you know, who get to do it, because Elvis never got to. You know, he was wanted to go on a world tour, wanted to play in all these other countries, and you know, for various reasons it just didn't work out. And you know, all these fans here, some of them, you know, traveled over to the United States and saw Elvis in Las Vegas or on tour or something, but the vast majority of them never got to see Elvis live. He never played over here. And you know, and us as tribute artists, we're so lucky because we're going to all of these places that Elvis didn't even go, and bringing his music to the world is something that I know myself and speak for pretty much all of my ETA friends that that's something that is probably one of the most important things for them, and one of the things that they love most about the business is you know, getting to bring Elvis music to all these people that Elvis never got to go perform for. And the overseas fans are, you know, they're crazy, man. They love it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our very first showcase here this evening. This young man I first met about 2 or 3 years ago, and he absolutely blew me away with the talent of this young man. He is world champion, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together all the way from the USA, the one, the only Mr. Jimmy Holmes!
Every show is different. Every audience is different. Sometimes it feels like it's the first time you're coming out on stage, because to a lot of these people, especially if it's in a new city, new place you've never been before, that is their first time, you know, seeing you. So they're experiencing everything for the first time, whether it's, you know, your first time on stage or your 100th time on stage. And so there's always those last minute butterflies before you go on. You're hoping, you know, hoping they like it, hoping you bring that Elvis experience to them. I remember the first time I went overseas, you know, I was pretty scared, you know, scared to death to go on stage, and you know, you're hoping they're gonna like the show, you know, because you're all in this new country, these new people you never met before, never performed before, and you know, those feelings hardly ever go away, at least for me, you know. But Elvis fans are the best fans in the world, so it's always an amazing time whenever I get to perform for him. So we're back from the UK. It was a great trip. The fans are always awesome over there. Love doing shows in the UK anytime I can. It's amazing. But we're back here, made it back. It was a long travel day. So I am looking forward to a bath and my bed. So that's it for tonight. So I'm about ready to head over to the gym and get a workout in. Just got back from the UK last night, actually, and getting back into the swing of things this week. And it's important for me to stay active, especially when you're traveling and doing so much, and you can kind of get off of your normal routine and off of keeping yourself healthy and eating good and having time to work out. Because when you're so busy, you're traveling, you're playing shows and stuff, when you're not doing all that, when you're on the road, you kind of just sit around in your hotel room or whatever because you're so tired. So it's important for me to get into the gym, move my body, exercise, train, keep myself in as tip-top of shape as I can, especially leading up to August and in Memphis. You want to look as good as you can. So that's what I'm doing. I'm tired, but still heading to the gym. Today I got some very exciting news. Something that's really cool, the 2026 ETA calendar. And back in 2025, last year, I was able to be featured on the month of March. And all of this is a voting-based thing that the fans vote for, and there's about 120 guys who get nominated, and then the top 12 each get a month. And so to be on the calendar again is it's a real honor for me. It's truly special because it shows how much support all you guys have out there for myself and for all the other Elvis Tribute artists. It's really, really cool. And it's something that goes to a great cause. Rhonda Conley puts it all together, does all the voting, all the tallying, everything. And all the proceeds of it go to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And I think it goes on sale in July or August or something, so in a little bit from now. But once this is out, it might be on sale. So, if any of you guys who are watching voted, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. It really does. And if you want to get a calendar, again, everything goes towards St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So pick one up and support the Elvis Tribute Artist, support St. Jude's, and just once again, thank you so much. This is one of the things a lot of people have questions about, is washing the jumpsuits, what I do. And there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Well, not really a lot of different ways. You can either put it in the washer, which is what I do, or you can do it in the tub and really hand wash it and all of that stuff. But who really has time for that? So what I do is I just throw it in a pillowcase, put it in the washer on delicate, and let it rip. But I like to put some of this stain remover spray here on the collar, just where some of the makeup and mascara gets and everything. And it does a really good job of taking all of that right out of it. And then once you take it out of the washer, you shouldn't have any makeup stains or anything anywhere. So the first time I did this, I was I was so scared because, you know, I was just imagining my entire jumpsuit just like getting destroyed in the washer, and so I was a nervous wreck. And then when I took it out and saw that everything was okay, it was like a dream come true. That's that. Alright. And about 20 minutes later, it's done. Let's see. All clean. Collar looks good. And just to dry it, I just hang it up in the shower. Dry. It takes about a full day, and then it's nice and it's ready to go again. Just put it up here. As you can see, you're getting ready for a trip to go to Hawaii. We're actually leaving on Sunday, on this weekend. Just a family vacation thing, relaxation. Actually, kind of for Kaylin's birthday. It's her birthday on Friday. And then on Saturday, we're going up to a Cubs game to celebrate in Chicago. And then the next morning, we leave to go to Hawaii for a week, which I'm very excited for. Just to relax, get my mind off everything that's coming up, and just take time to be in beautiful nature and with the people I love. I can't wait. But look at all these shirts we found. We found all these at like vintage antique stores and everything. A lot of these are like they're true Hawaiian shirts too. They got the wooden buttons and everything. But that's something that's gonna be amazing. Look at it. Very nice. Yeah, we'll be in Hawaii. Can't wait for that. I'm back from a fantastic Hawaiian vacation. It was really amazing. It was one of the funnest weeks I've had in a long time. Got to do some amazing things, see some awesome places and scenery and some great experiences, and something that I'll remember for the rest of my life. It was really, really great. And you know, I get to travel all over and I've seen a lot of the world, but most of the time I'm doing shows. And I'm busy and, you know, running around doing this and that, and maybe have a little bit of time to check out the town or the city or the country or anything. But this time I was really able to just relax and unwind and really just enjoy Hawaii. So it's it's quickly come up on one of my favorite places. So if you ever have a chance, definitely go out there. I can tell why Elvis loved it so much there, because it's truly awesome. But now it is starting to ramp up. It's starting to get close to Elvis week. We're about a month out. And this is when, a little bit of the nerves can start kicking in. It starts feeling real, that it's coming up. And you're going to be in the Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Contest again. And, last year I went into it with the mindset of if I didn't win, I failed, because I got second place the year before, won the first chance, and I was right in again. And that was really tough, because I put a lot of pressure on myself leading up to it. And, when I ended up getting third place, I really did feel like I had failed. And it was nothing against anyone or anything. It was just all in here, all to do with me. And after that happened, I really, really felt terrible. And, but after that, I quickly realized that I didn't fail, because I had so much support from my friends, my family, all of you guys out there were so supportive and really encouraged me, and kind of changed my mindset to, whatever happens, and just give it your best. And, you guys are all proud of me no matter what. And that's harder to think of when it's yourself, but you have to be proud of yourself no matter what happens. And so this year I am trying to keep that mindset as much as I can. I've had amazing support from my family, from my wife, from everybody at the Branson Elvis Festival. Ryan Pelton and all the group there have been very supportive leading up to this. And it's getting close. This documentary is going to be in 2 parts. So this part is getting released probably about 3 weeks before Elvis week. And then we're going to film part 2 leading up to Elvis week. Everything during Elvis week, the contest, all of that. You'll get a big behind the scenes look there. Choosing songs, all of that fun, stressful stuff. It'll be cool for you guys to be able to see, some of the inside look at that. It's a little bit nerve-wracking because I'm doing this without knowing, how the contest is going to go. But I really want to show you guys, what it's like and take you guys along. But now is the time when it's go time. You have to prepare and know what you got to do and go out there and just give it your best. And that's what I plan to do. And I'll see you in part 2.